On this video is an exercise 11G question 4. So we have f of x, which is this fraction, and we want to express that in partial fractions. Okay, so for the first step, we have basically 17 minus 5x over 3 plus 2x times 2 minus x squared is equivalent to. Okay, so we have a over the first part because it's already factorized, so 3 plus 2x plus b over 2 minus x squared plus c over 2 minus x. Now you should be careful because 2 minus x squared has power of 2, and we need to include all the terms up to the power of 2 basically, which means we include 2 minus x to the power of 2 as well as 2 minus x, just to the power of 1. Because if we don't, then if we continue with b over 2 minus x squared, then we'll have some problems in terms of calculating the values of the constants. Now that means that if we had, for example, 2 minus x cubed, then we would include 3 fractions. So one 2 minus x cubed, the other one 2 minus x squared, and finally 2 minus x. But that's it's not very common because that's going to be very messy. Anyway, so in this case, we just multiply everything by the denominator of the first fraction, and that gives us 17 minus 5x is equal to a times 2 minus x squared plus b times 3 plus 2x plus c times 3 plus 2x 2 minus x. Now at this point, what we need to do is that we just need to choose different values for x so that the right hand side will be cleaner. So in this case, let x be equal to 2 because that's just going to make the first bracket and maybe the third one equal to 0. So then when x is equal to 2, then on the left hand side we just get to get 7, and then right hand side will be 7b. So b is equal to 1. Now when x is equal to minus 3 over 2, because again that's going to make for example this bracket and this one equal to 0, then we'll have basically so 17 plus 15 over 2, which is just 49 over 4. So I'm just going to write down the values. 49 over 4 a is equal to 17 plus 15 over 2. So now we just solve this. Again, I'm just skipping some of these algebraic calculations because these are very obvious. So a is equal to 2, and finally when x is equal to 0, then we'll have 17 is equal to 4a plus 3b plus 6c, but we already know the values of a and b, so that means c is equal to 1. Now the reason I chose 0 is because I wanted to have an equation so that I can find the value of c, and obviously 0 is a good choice because that just makes the calculations easier. Okay, now in part b, we want to find the exact value of this integral and giving the answer in the form a plus ln b. All right, so now the integral, remember that the limits are 0 and 1, and then we'll have 3 different fractions. So 3 over 3 plus 2x, 1 over 2 minus x squared, and 1 minus 2 dx. Okay, so first of all, the first bracket basically is ln. So let's say it's ln 3 plus 2x. But when we differentiate this, we'll have 2 over 3 plus 2x. But here we must have 3. So we can use this just to adjust that. So actually I made a mistake when I was writing down, because here the value of a is 2. So it just changes this integral. So essentially that just it just integrates to ln 3 plus 2x. Now for the second term, which is 1 minus 2x squared, so this one is just reverse chain rule. So let's say that the answer is just simply because so when we have 2 minus x squared, 2 minus x to the power of minus 2, then we can make the educated guess of 2 minus x to the power minus 1. Now let's differentiate this. So we have minus 1 times minus 1. So this minus 1 is power, and then minus the inside of bracket into differentiates to minus 1. So we have 2 minus 1 minus x to the power minus 2, which is exactly 1 over 2 minus x to the power of 2. So yeah, the guess is correct, and it just basically integrates to 1 minus 2x. So I have lots of videos on reverse chain rule, and if it doesn't make sense, I think if you just watch them, you'll have a much clearer idea. And finally, we have 1 minus 1 over 2 minus x, and this one simply integrates to minus ln 2 minus x, because we'll have basically minus 1 over 2 minus x, but this minus that just going to cancel. Okay, so now it's just basically substituting these values. So we just substitute the higher limit, which is 1, and then subtract 0 substituted. So we'll have, when we substitute 1, ln of 5 plus 1 over 1, which is just 1, minus ln 1, which is 0 essentially. So, and then when we substitute 0, we'll have so ln 3 plus 1 over 2 minus ln 2. Right. So at this point we just need to simplify this. So remember that this one is just ln 1 is 0, and 1 plus a half is just 1 minus a half is 1 over 2, and then we'll just be left with ln 5 minus ln 3, basically then, so ln 5 minus ln 3 plus ln 2, and so we just use the log laws, and we'll have ln 10 over 3, and that's the answer.